Uh, uh, uh. All right. Ayas. Svets, how you doing? Oh, wait. How's this going? All right. Oops. That was this Thursday night. This Saturday. Just gonna put that in. There we go. Yo. How's things been? It is Saturday. I know, right? I basically never stream on Saturdays. It's really weird. It's I mean, that's always kind of been a thing. I just try to avoid streaming on Saturdays if I can, because it's usually a day I kind of aim to have off, ideally. Not because I have plans or anything, just but something that I've been chewing on. What you got? What you got, Svets? Reading Silver Gum. Oh my god, no! Oh my god, that's fair. You know what? I'm like, I might make that typo going forward. White appreciates that. Oh my gosh, Radiant Silver Gum. So good. Oh. All right. So I'm a little bit early tonight. I wanted to get things started a little bit early because honestly, lately I've been like sleeping a lot more. So the time change kind of fucked me up. So kind of T-boned by that. So I'm like, I think it's probably time there's no better time than to try and like adjust my sleeping schedule than now, I suppose. Inigor. As you know, Evex, how you doing? I want chewing gum called Radiant Silver. Radiant Silver Gum. Makes sense. Oh god, I love Radiant Silver Gum. It's so good. I might squeeze a little bit in tonight, but it's hard to say. I don't know. It's a pretty full block tonight. It's a pretty full block tonight, so it's gonna just be kind of full play by ear, see how things go. I'm just like looking here. Yeah, daily savings change as a mega fuck me up, right? Even at 6 p.m. I feel like it's 3 a.m. Yes. Yeah. No, like it's messed me up pretty bad this year. I think it's probably just because like I went really hard like with Halloween, and like it was just like a week later. Was it even a week later? It was like what? Just like it was like last weekend. So it was like the same week. So they had a whole bunch of like late nights, and then like daylight savings time. It just did not work. I'm like, this daylight savings time thing, not working for me. I don't think we should do it anymore. I'm done with it. I'm done with this. So anyways, I spent, it needs to go away, agreed. Yeah, it's like, it's no good. Wang, how you doing? How's things going? So I spent yesterday in deep thought and in deep hibernation, thinking about lots of stuff, thinking about lots of things. The most important of which was oh no, was where are squid brains located? Which led me down a fucking rabbit hole of discovering that squids, which led me down a rabbit hole of discovering squid brains are in the shape of a donut. They have donut-shaped brains, just like me, and their esophagus runs right through the middle, which, where's the squid brain at? Apparently it's around the esophagus, which No, I'm not like I shouldn't, like, I don't think I'm so high and mighty that I should be like out here like planning animals, but like that doesn't seem good. So, and apparently turns out that if a squid eats something that's too big, it can give itself brain damage. Just like me. But I mean, like, it's so much more obvious that there's like a flaw here. There's a design flaw. So I spent yesterday redesigning squids. I have some design notes. I have the Squid 2.0 patch. I got it planned. It's gonna be good. Also, I don't want to like, I don't want to ignore like what happened last stream. I'm sorry, Wang. I'm sorry. Like, Rachel, how you doing? 0 day squid vulnerability. I'm like looking back at it, I'm like, I didn't even get to the hot take, and I activated Wang's kill switch. We both got it. It got pretty intense. Oh my god, I love that. I love those emotes, Rachel. No, I do. Like, I agree with your point. I 100% agree. As soon as I said it, as soon as the words left my mouth and you pointed it out, I was like, you know what? You're 100% right. You're 100% right. I think the point I was gonna eventually lead to, which I'm realizing now, like, fuck it. Some things are best left just not said. Doesn't need to be said. It's my own personal relationship with media. It does not need to be like, it doesn't need to be a fucking like, it doesn't need to be a hot take. It's not a hot take. It's stupid. But I 100% think that, like, our control over our media is super important. I know a lot of people are like sitting here listening to this and they're like, what are you talking about? We had a conversation at the end of the last stream and it kind of spiraled out. And it was like, regardless of the validity of my point, no, it's fine. It's easy. It's something that people are passionate about, and I understand that. And I think the thing is I agree with your point. And the thing, I think the deeper end of it is the fact that it's like, it's a system that's being controlled, like game developers, companies, they're the ones like pulling the strings. We're going deep conspiracy theory now. This is not really pulling, it's not a conspiracy theory, but they're the ones pulling they're both the ones pulling and pushing the system, the way we like gain, the way we have access to our media in their favor, because they're the ones that have like the bulk of control over it. And it sucks. It fucking sucks. Because it's something that it's like, the fact that physical media is on its, like, is in a decline fucking sucks. I hate the fact that, like, I hate the fact that, like, I can't just have my games here. Sucks. But I also grasp the fact that, like, for some people, it's not the way they want to consume their media. They want to be able to just have, I mean, it's where I've currently kind of migrated to, is I just have my computer here, and it has all my games and friends inside of it. Well, we could just own something in 2023. Exactly. Which I think is like, probably a stronger case towards like making sure we push for a lot, anytime that we see like digital media getting like pushed farther away from like our ownership, harder in the direction of awful DRM, it's good to like snap back against it so that companies know that it's fucking shitty. Anyways, I know that this is like, once again, I don't want to delve into the whole thing and end up like neck deep in it because I realized very quickly how big the topic like ballooned up. Ballooned up way faster than I could like convey my direction in the topic, which is like usually a sign that you've that like puddle you jumped in wasn't just a puddle, it was actually a pool, and that's kind of what happened. This is why I love the donut shaped brain. Exactly. So you know what, this is an Ep comparison. Last stream I took a bite that was way too big for my donut shaped brain. I took a bite that was way too big to fit through my donut shaped brain. Thought too hard, got a stomach ache. Well, I got brain damage is what I got. But it was like, I think the thing that upset me, it wasn't you, Wang, it was my own realization of why I was feeling, why I've made a migration in the direction I have, and some of the feelings I've had, but also the realization that like some of this fucking like digital propaganda has like pasted itself into my brain like as justification for me migrating the way I have, which is bullshit. It's awful, and it was really gross feeling once I like realized that. It's like I repeated like a really shitty like point. Like it's not even Ept. It's literally like it's completely wrong because like let's be real. There was games in the NES and Super Nintendo. So many fucking games in the NES era, but there's like so many games in earlier as well before digital. The games got released and they had bugs. They could have used a fucking day one patch. Didn't change the fact that the game wasn't good. The game was great, but they had bugs. Doesn't change anything. Those like the whole point of that like thing that the whole thing about the idea of day one patches impacting like physical and digital media, it's bullshit. Like games are far better made now than they used to be. They absolutely are. Standards are just way higher now. They are. And the thing is it's a point like the idea that like day one patches somehow is a mark against physical media. No. Because it's always been a thing, and games are way better, like you said, way better made nowadays. It's usually just the outliers. There's outliers here or there that get released, and people just think all games are like that, which is not true. Not every game is like, I don't know, like Pokemon Sapphire Violet or whatever, where, you know, it comes out and it's just a wild, extravagant showing of just everything that happens. And I mean, like that bleeds into another whole topic, which is like making sure developers get enough time to actually work on their games. Like crunch is bad. We don't want crunch. But you know what? I would rather developers have way more time and put out a game that is, you know, there are absolutely some games that either are not fully on disc or download or are very poor state of launch, like Cyberpunk, but thankfully it's uncommon. Yeah, it's not the standard. And it's not like, once again, to conflate it as like a reason why things should move away from physical is absolutely not true, and is bullshit. And the fact that the words even left my mouth, I'm ashamed of myself. So there. Yeah. But it was something that was like already like, I was just like, ugh, did not feel good. Yeah, also hey GF, and hey Cookie. Yeah, so anyways, like I wanted to just like address that because I don't feel like it was a good thing just to leave out there when I feel like ultimately like I feel like I was on this I feel like it was a case where me and Wayne were actually on the same page, but it was just like my own like approach to it came in like from the wrong direction. And it was like, as soon as it was said, it was like, yeah, like where did this come from? And then like I had to do some deep thinking. I had to you know, really think about it. And there's like a layer to it where like that is not the reason. That is not the reason, but it, like, there's been moments where there's been games where I've like played them and I've felt where it's like, you know, and this is a bad example because this is an example that it's like, this is a bad example because it's actually an example of something that's like good. It's been, but I do distinctly remember when Guilty Gear Xrd came out the first week. For people that are not like super familiar with Guilty Gear Xrd when it first came out, when Ram got first, like when the game first came out, Ram came out, you could not hit her bats, which was regarded as like, this was kind of a big deal. You could not hit her bats, which basically meant that like the very first tournament for Xrd, like locally, waited until after, yeah, Ram was S tier. She was like S tier, like god tier basically, because you couldn't hit her bats. She could just, if you're full screen, you were in the platformer. You had to fucking dodge those swords and work your way back in. And like even here, the first tournaments were just like they waited until the very first patch came out before they would even run a tournament for the game. There's a case where the disc is arbitrary and not fully on disc is just dumb. Spyro Reignited trilogy is like that. It's totally senseless. They could have easily fit it all in there. Yeah, and that's the thing is like I think the part of it too is once again Squid Brain like problem here, which is that I bit into a topic that was really big. Like let's be real, like this goes into like how much stuff is put on disc versus off disc, DLC, day one patches, all this stuff. But you know what? None of it actually has let me just show you Big Pocky. Okay, let me see. Okay, there we go. Big Pocky. That's a Big Pocky. Also, Ram was S tier first patch and Strive 2. Yeah, but like for different reasons. Like they weren't not running tournaments for Strive, like because of how good Ram was. Like the fact that you couldn't hit the bats was like legitimately like a design problem, and I even recognize that it was like this was like kind of a big issue. But I mean, like the game ran in arcades for like quite a while with RAM in that state. But what was I gonna say? But I guess there's been numerous things over my like the past few years that have contributed to like my push towards like leaning a little bit more into digital. RAM is Strive Day 1. It was more just perfect position character for exactly what the meta was at that point. Exactly. So it's one of those things that like there's a lot of contributing factors, but it's important to distinguish what those factors are and, you know, separate them from things that they're literally propaganda. There's no other word for it. That notion that like day one patches should mean anything regarding physical or digital media is bullshit. So, but I do think that like my relationship towards my media and like how I partake in it was affected by kind of a rough point in my life where I wasn't well, and I think that's what kind of got to me, was the realization that realizing that like once again I thought I was like stepping into a puddle, turned out it was like a pool, and I didn't realize how deep my feelings, my sensitivities around it were, and that's what got me upset at the end of the stream, was the realization. It's like, geez, like I don't think I put two and two together that this is why I have kind of moved in this direction, was because of that point in my life. And there's nothing wrong with digital as an option. Absolutely. It's value for many situations. Exactly. Yeah. It just sucks for the people won't have an option to choose. Exactly. Agreed. 200%. And it also, honestly, something that's always sucked, in my opinion, is the fact that like, I know this is a situation where it's a lot of games that probably would never have ended up with a physical release anyways. but it does kind of suck sometimes when it's like, oh, there's gonna be a limited run physical release, but it's like a year later, and it's like, god damn it, why couldn't it be around the same time at the very least? Hey Dot, how you doing? What you up to? What are you up to today? Yeah, so we're just kind of been kicking there. Yeah, it feels like walked into a heavy conversation. We're kind of in the part 2 of a heavy conversation that happened the other day about physical and digital media and how one partakes in it. And it ended up being a way bigger, way deeper topic than what I think anyone realized last stream. I'm still waiting for my River City Girls 2 disc, right? And that sucks. It's a shame that it couldn't have been lined up better with the actual release. It ended up, I realized like way too late that I had like way more sensitivities to it. Oh god, what's happening to you, Squid Brains? This is now what happens if I ever bite into a topic that's way too big for me to like address. This is what's happened. I've taken too big of a bite. The bite is going down my esophagus and it's getting caught in my ring-shaped brain and giving me brain damage. And that is what happened last stream. Too big of a topic. Especially, and it was like also admittedly, like I definitely positioned such a topic way not in the right direction. I didn't even get to the fucking hot take. God damn it. I'm like, hot take, and but then again, I guess your fucking hot take shouldn't be like 9 parts, clearly. Anyways, it's not something I'm going to get into. Hot take Squid Brains, yeah. Their brains are donut shaped, which is pretty cool. Yeah, crustaceans have weird organs. Although the squid isn't a crustacean, just to specify. Cephalopods sometimes have weird organs too. I said crustaceans because I was thinking about crabs having, they don't have hearts, they have open circulatory systems. There you go, there's your fact of the day. Squids have donut brains that their esophagus goes through. They can give themselves brain damage if they take too big of a bite. And crabs have open circulatory systems, so they are, I don't know if it makes them any more immune to a heart attack. I cannot say for sure, but it sounds like a pretty, I don't know if it's functionally a better or worse design than having your heart, having a heart or not. Eventually we'll all go crab anyways. Today I learned the squid brains are donuts with 2 ovaries attached. Those are optic lobes. Those are ovaries. Ivories. No. They're optic lobes for seeing. The brain's really close to their eyes. Yeah, I did not know how squids had donut brains. They said Getty eye brains. Yeah. Ivories. Yeah. What does Code's brain look like? Well, last stream it looked like this donut, only it had a big chunk stuck in the middle. Also, Dot, how's things been? How did Bonk go? You guys, how was Bonk in the end? What was your final feelings on Bonk? I caught a little bit of Dot playing Bonk last stream. I think his Bonk was pretty quick. Okay. Bonk is a weird game because I wasn't a huge fan of it. I like the TurboGrafx 16 one a lot more. Okay. Bonk is a weird one because I have memories of it, but like as a kid I could never really understand why baby. That's a very good emote. I couldn't understand. I'm like, why is this child have a giant noggin and why does they keep falling on it? That was my whole through line with Bonk. Oh my god, I just realized I'm gonna play Castlevania with like in front of the Castlevania experts. Code's brain. Yeah, that's my brain, pizza shaped. The pepperonis are where I store memories. And I keep eating them, so anyway, so I hope you accept my apology, Wang, and I'm sorry that we had a tripping block there. I should have never posted that picture. I want pizza. God, I'm trying to knit a beanie for your donut brain. I'm new to this. Oh, my only experience with Bonk is the Game Boy version. I played once a year at my grandma's house. Aw, that's fair. I don't know how to I don't know how one would knit a donut-shaped beanie. I guess I can kind of picture it, but like, oh my goodness, squids are cool. It's so weird. You know what? You know what actually originated this whole like what actually led me down the rabbit hole of learning that squids have donut-shaped brains was I was actually trying to figure out which end of a squid is up. Which is a really dumb way to put it, but I was like, okay. Hear me out. Oh, I'm not using that picture. The picture has a foot in it. Gross. Okay. They're arrow-shaped. They are arrow-shaped. Okay. Fight the power. Retro, how you doing? Okay, so so like, okay, if you picture like a squid, like they have two big eyes and a little mouth in among their tentacles underneath. So like that's basically their head, right? But like, here, yeah. Not my inventory. There. Okay, my pointer. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna have a little mouth. Yeah. Also, Retro, how's things going? I wanted to. Also, just to stress. This was just a regular. I get it. No, I go down the rabbit hole sometimes. And what's an up squid exactly? So I was like, they have eyes, they had their face, it's right here. This is their squid head. But then I was like, okay, well, they keep all their organs in this part, in the mantle. I think that's what it's called. Squid parts. So I correctly, yeah, the mantle. Yeah. They store all the parts in the mantle. So their brain is in there, and their digestive tract is in there, and their sexy parts are in there, and well, sometimes I guess there's sometimes like one of their tentacles. I don't know. Squids are just aliens. They're kind of alien. They're very alien to think about. So all their stuff is in here, right? I'm like, okay, well, if that was compared to us, like our head is up here and our body's down here. So like, and that's like coming out of the top of their head. That'd be like if your body was coming from your eyes up. And like, that's weird. But then I was like, well, if maybe that isn't up, maybe that is actually down on their bodies and they just have a mouth in the top of their head. But then I was like, that means that they have arms coming out of the top of their head. And I'm like, a mouth and arms coming out of this code. Are you gonna believe worms? Don't give it, I have to figure this out first. Don't bring worms into this. Also, Retro, how you doing? So anyways, I was like trying to figure this out. It was Friday night and I was already exhausted and at a loss. Gonna open a can of worms at this point? No. So I was just like, I had to figure this out. Doing right, probably gonna start in dinner on a moment. Okay, gotcha. All right, how did the raids go? I was there for a little bit, I caught it just before the break. Just long enough for me to hear Body Break with Hal Johnson, Joanne McLeod. Which if, I guess you must have Body Break down there, cause like, I thought that was like distinctly a Canadian thing. Which honestly, you know what? I need it as a redeem. I need a Body Break redeem. Someone give me a cut of Body Break with Hal Johnson and Joanne McLeod. I need that. Play that right before squats. Oh my god, we should. Right gyms get extremely chaotic, of course, sometimes due to all the Canadians. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. So anyways, squids, they're a good bean. I would like to pet a squid someday. I think they would probably, maybe they would like that. Do you think a squid light would like that? Actually, I can just search that. Do squids like pets? Oh, that's, yes. Oh, wait, no, wait. They may enjoy it in small quantities, so just a little bit. Like that. Going all hinterland, who's who on their asses. It's like a lung bean. What? Oh, okay, never mind. I was like reading something else. Exactly, 3 pets, no more, or bite. Oh. But that one Canadian heritage moment about Hellfox explosion that's weirdly dark. That one is super, super dark, yeah. And as a Canadian child being raised on that does things to you. I'm just trying to pet a squid until you get with the squid attitude. Yeah, getting oops, that was my inventory again. There we go. There's a system, I still have to learn it. So anyways, yeah. So anyways, we learned a lot about squids. That's what I did yesterday instead of streaming. And I had to unbox some feelings, and I felt like I just had enough mental, like, intenseness. Oh yeah, I had a hat that got rolled. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, kitten. Yeah. Where's my hat? My teeth hurt. I've been drinking pineapple juice all day. Yeah, we're discussing squid facts. We were discussing squid facts. Oh my god, Retro, did you not hear? Squids have donut-shaped brains. And their stomach goes right through the middle of it. So if they actually eat too much, they get brain damage. Just like me. Yeah. Pineapple, the fruit that eats you back. Rose, how you doing? Also, what happened to my music? Oh, there it goes. Oh, there it is. There we go. Okay. So on the truth about streamers, they decompress and look at squid facts. It's true. Looking at weird animal facts is kind of my. It's my comfort. Pineapple legit has digestive enzymes in it, which is what makes your gums bleed. Why it makes your gums bleed and why it's used as a meat tenderizer. Pineapple's interesting in itself. It also has a donut-shaped brain. If you mean the insides are kind of donut-shaped. Well, I guess if it's sliced, I should say, I guess. I'm like, pineapple rings are donut-shaped. That's the actual fact. Don't worry. Pineapple donuts. I've had pineapple donut before. I'd eat them. It was okay. I don't remember being wowed by it, unfortunately. But I'd recommend trying it. Who knows? Yeah. Anyways, so what? No, I deleted the wrong layer. Help! No! Send help. I have to go over here and collect myself. No. How does this happen? There we go. There we go. Whoa. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Remember me fondly. There we go. I left the squid brain and deleted me. Yeah. If you delete something, you can undo it. So actually, funny thing about my OBS, I'm very reluctant to use the undo button because it will literally sit here and chug and chug and chug, and I've had it like crash a little too consistently with doing that, so I try not to do it anymore. It's probably way too many layers, way too many things going on. In the future, the galaxy will be revealed to be donut shaped, thus unifying the brain. I mean, it kind of is. Yeah, because undo is so jank. Yeah, I gotta be very careful with it, because it'll make all my layers flick and then maybe crash, or maybe succeed. It's not a gamble I'm willing to take live on stream. So, anyways, sometimes I use it and it like reloads all my sources. Yes, and the screen flickers. Exactly what I experienced too. What if onion rings were actually squid brains? I mean, you can get calamari rings, which are really good. I haven't had calamari in ages. Last time I had calamari was 2019, and it was awful. which is a weird way to remember it, but I've had, yeah, probably not the brain. Yeah, no, there's not the brain. They're not the brain. Just to stress, calamari rings are not squid brain. Which honestly, you know what? Like, I mean, it's probably not terrible. It's, I mean, that is like, let's go a different direction here. I'm like, I don't want to talk about eating squid brains right now. I'd hate for like someone like Squid Easy to walk in at this very moment, and I'd just be like, oh, poor Squid Easy. Squid Easy is a good bean. But also, yeah, if anyone doesn't already follow Retro, definitely drop Retro a follow. Here, let me give you another shout out because it was super delayed. Yeah, so, yeah. Because, yeah, Retro's a good friend and also streams art streams and Final Fantasy 14, and yeah, also has taught me so much about using Sammy board. A lot of the cool things that I've learned is largely thanks to Retro, like this. My cool inventory that I often put things in and then take things out of. Like, today I want my Amanello Carreras. I want it. I'm gonna take it. This is mine. There. It can stay right there. So, yeah. So a lot of cool things that that I do on the stream, Retro helped teach me how to do. Yeah. Or at least I'll have the idea and make the, what happens a lot is I have like 80% of the idea and I'm like, I don't know how to do this. And Retro's like, just do this. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Remember that time I tried to make a counter so I could press a button to make it count up 1 digit? And it fucking destroyed me? I was just a pool of feelings on the floor, and Retro taught me how to make a proper counter. I thought it would be easy. It turns out it's not easy. I thought it would be easy. It's just like, it's just gonna add 1 each time. How hard is that? How hard is making something that adds 1 each time, and if you press another button, it minuses 1 each time? Turns out that fucking broke me as a human being. Unbelievable. Absolutely fucking wrecked me. I was in pieces that I could not make it work. And then when I saw the coding that Retro made for me, I was like, oh my god, that makes so much sense. What broke you? I tried to make a tiny counter. It would count up 1 and count down 1. It's actually the basis for the squat counter. So yeah. Like, it doesn't seem like it should be hard, but like I'd make it and I'm like, it should work, and I'll be like, what? I'll press it. It'll be like 1, 11, 111, and I'm like, that is absolutely not what you're supposed to be doing. The choice of variables. I'm like, maybe I should just make it a tally. Anyways, so okay, let's get into what we're gonna be doing tonight. We're gonna be playing some Castlevania. It's been a few years since I played Castlevania. Got premium. Also, GF, thank you once again for Radiant Silvergun. Thank you, much appreciated. We've played it a little bit on stream, and I've built up some lives for the next time I play it. Yeah. So a little bit of background for Castlevania. A few years back, this is actually right before I became a VTuber. I did a full play. It was October. I did basically Castlevania. I did the whole Castlevania collection. It was the year it came out, so it was like 2019 maybe. Did all the stuff. Did the whole collection. It was great. I really enjoyed it, but I realized I haven't played Castlevania since then. Like that was like the last time I played through Castlevania. It's been a long time since I've played Castlevania, and I owned this game as a kid. I loved it. Like, and there's like certain games that you have like just like a fond memories of, and you just eventually learn all the ins and outs of. That's how like Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3 were. Castlevania, Mega Man 2, and I mean, like, and a few Super Nintendo games, obviously. Honestly, more of my refined stuff, I think, was on the Super Nintendo than the NES. But I remember them pretty well. I was pretty decent at them, in my opinion. But you know, turns out when you haven't played a game that much for 30 years, it does kind of catch up with you. So last stream, or not last stream, but like over Halloween, I figured, you know what, I'm gonna throw Castlevania into the lineup. I'm gonna see, like, it's been a long time since I played. I want to play Castlevania. At least get that in, because I usually play at least one Castlevania game a year. It had been a while since I played Castlevania in the NES. Turns out my body disagreed, and like I ended up playing through that playthrough not unconvinced I was having appendicitis. So it was like really rough. I did not do very well, and it was going really badly, and I had to take a break, and then I eventually had to tap out. I was sitting here drenched in sweat, and yeah, don't pull a Dio. Oh my god, poor Dio. I was like, I am in so much pain right now. And like it was only like compounding the fact that I wasn't doing very good in Castlevania and also not doing very good in life. So I eventually realized that like I'd been playing it for like 2.5 hours, I think, at that point. I'm like, oh, this is going like way over time, and I had like 5 games I was gonna play that night. I'm like, I gotta tap out, and I tapped out. I think I took like a 20-30 minute break. Kind of like, I think it was towards about the time I tapped out that I was starting to like, my system was starting to ease up though. So but it was not going well. So anyways, I've decided that I want to go back to it and try another run. After just joining the Discord and seeing the sign, don't make me tap this sign. I have almost unyielding urge to make someone tap the sign. Don't do it. I swear. Like, I do This is my moderation. This is my moderating mindset. Trying to find a picture of it here. Do I actually not have how long ago did I draw that? Oh my god. It's been a minute. Oh, this has been a lot of minutes. Oh dear. How long ago was it? Anyways, I'll just find it in the Discord. Yeah. Moderating. Hey Hive, how you doing? Where is it? Okay. Yeah. This is my moderating. This is my rules. Don't make me tap the sign. If I have to fucking go over the rules, it's already like we're in bad territory because like I don't have the fucking time for it. I have so little time in the run of my day. Like I'm trying to plan cool streams and stuff, and I want to do like cool new things and make things. I like the wind farm in the background. Yeah. I forget if it's a wind. I don't think it's a wind farm in the Simpsons thing, but I was like, I want to be like environmentally positive, I guess, at the time when I drew that. It's just I don't. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's smokestacks. I was pretty sure it was. Yeah, like. I just don't want to have to. I just don't want to have to tap the sign. You have to get out past Crackton to get to the wind farms. Yeah. So it's just like, I don't know. Like we had like minor problems with this in the past, and it's just like I don't. Like that's already you're already in like bad territory if I have to like get into it. Like. Don't be a shit starter. I'm trying my best here. Don't make me work any harder than I have to work. The cat girl is tired. If moderators have to tap the sign, you'll be tapped to the server. Exactly. Like, it's. I'm just too old. And honestly, now that we have moderators, good moderators, I've always had good moderators, but, well, we had Cooch. We had Cooch at one point, so we've always had moderators. Just gonna rephrase that. Oh, God. Anyways, where was I? Anyways, rolling. Don't make me tap the sign. Follow the rules. All I ask is just for people to be like chill and good vibes. Anyways, Dracula. This is the first year since I started streaming in like 2013 that Dracula survived Halloween. I'm like, you know what? It's been a hard year, Dracula. You can have this one. Me laying on the floor covered in sweat thinking I have appendicitis. I'm like, Dracula, you can have this year. So anyways, I'm gonna sit down and we're gonna play some Castlevania. It's been a long time. Like I said, the last time I played through was probably 2019. And before that was probably, I think the prior playthrough was 2014? And then before that was like, God, probably sometime in the 90s. So it's been a while. No, it was like, there's playthrough in the mid 2000s, but I haven't been back to it. So I want to go back and play some Castlevania. It's been too long. Cut in the hospital, getting major surgery. We'll call this one a draw Dracula. Exactly. Yes. Also for people who don't already know, like Dot and Rachel, amazing at these games. I love, like, the thing is, I've played the bulk of the Castlevania series, but I'm definitely nowhere near like of the caliber that is like Dot and Rachel. So like, I definitely recommend looking up their playthroughs because they're amazing. There is like a level of how to put it. Let's load it in. Castlevania, please. Load in, there we go. All right. Liz, how you doing? What's up? Oh my goodness. Oh, my controller was not syncing up there. There we go. Lizzie, y'all give me a heads up how the volume is. This Netflix anime will adapt Battle of 1999 before Konami ever revisits this plot thread. It's been like oh, How's this? Servette, how you doing? Servette. I have Servette and Servette in the chat. This is gonna get confusing fast. Apparently Konami is getting back into game development. Maybe. But anyways, so I don't know. But it's been a while. But you know what? I want to get back into it, you know? I want to play. I don't know. I'm just like, I don't trust Konami at this point. Yeah, monkey paw curl, exactly. There we go. Oh, yeah, of course, that makes sense. Yeah. To be fair, I would have been the same way. Yeah. Oh yeah, God, don't even bring up Silent Hill. I feel bad for everybody that's involved there. Oh, whoops. There we go, problem fixed. But that was risky. I want money. Give it to me. Yeah. I need to get the sub weapon ammo. Apparently one of the reasons why they came back into game development is because Japan's government law passed down some new stuff that clamps down on gambling. Yeah, that makes sense. Because Konami, like, there's no game development. There's no game developers that are like harder into the idea of making they want gambling legal in Japan so bad. I don't trust Konami though. I don't trust them at all. I just don't, you know? Give money. How's Liz? How's things been going? What are you up to? Oh my God, just because you're late to the conversation, Liz, I discovered last night through my late night explorations of the internet that squids have donut-shaped brains. There you go. And their stomach goes right through it. Or their esophagus, I should specify. So if they eat something too big, they can get brain damage. Just like me. Yeah, oh sick. There you go. No problem, I just thought you'd like to know. So anyways. But yeah, so we're just gonna, I'm like, it's definitely gonna be like a little bit rough around the edges, no question, because it's anus brain. No, that's, what? Oh no. Why would you have to say it that way? Donut. No, damn it, Liz! How did you do this? Anus brain? I love that the filter caught that. Just like, you can't be calling people anus brain. Fuck it, we'll take the axe, fuck it. It's fine against the bad. It's like, it's probably great. It's probably ideal. No, I want to throw the axe. No, I want to throw the axe. Yeah. Which honestly, I think like, it'd be like kind of, what do I say? Oh yeah, jeez, what am I doing? Give. Yeah. Too fast, I know. Fast as mall up in the west. What does that mean for people who are being told to pull the head out of their ass? I don't know. What does it mean? I love this screen. I just love this cool map. Yeah, I'm about to tap this sign. I need a new version of that meme that just says, "Don't call me anus brain." That's the new sign. Give, no! Okay, yes. Give crown. Take the head of your ass, but you can't take the ass of the head. Yep. But yeah, no, it's been a while since I played Castlevania for the NES. I was actually originally planning on doing Vampire Killer this year, but just with all my other plans, I didn't. It didn't end up shaking out, which is a shame because I haven't played Vampire Killer before. That's one of the Castlevania games I haven't played. I couldn't get it like it was like running okay, but I feel like it could be running better. I don't know. Just vibing. Oops, fuck. Yeah. What do you got? A knife. This year was the year I discovered I love What? You love Haunted Castle? Impressive. What is it that you love about Haunted Castle? Tell me. I need this knowledge. I need it for personal reasons, because this year is the year I discovered I hate Haunted Castle. But guess we're just gonna not. I need to know. I need to know, Dot. I have a love for very stupid games. Okay, well that's fair. Hold up, how's this going? Aspie, thank you for the sub. So our conversation about how Konami sucks made me think of something. Okay. So I went to look it up and found a tier list maker for game developers. Oh, okay. Makes sense. I'd be down for doing that. Fair Code, you've played the absolute worst version. True, true. You know what? Actually, you know what? I will give Haunted Castle the benefit of the doubt because like the version I played was I forget if it's like the American version, which version is the really bad version of Haunted Castle, but it was a bad time. It's not good. But to be fair though, I was also like impressed with like what? Wait, what? The global community. Wait, hold up. Liz is throwing hands here with everybody. I'm like, sucks. So I went to look it up, found a tier list maker for game developers. The global community is determined. The #1 best developers are Rockstar and the F tier's treasure. I hate everything. Wow, blocked. Who made this? Oh my god. Wait. Oh my god, it is F tier. I was like, I don't see it here, but they have a mobile tier. Sounds backwards. What else do they have in F tier? Huh. Oh god. What am I? Oh, they put Grasshopper down here. I'm like, don't look. I don't think that I know. Yeah, it does feel random. It does feel really random. What a strange tier list. I don't see Konami on the list. Oh my god. I'm sure in their eyes, Konami has transcended like tier lists. Yeah, I don't know. Was this just like randomized Konami's C tier? Okay. C for Konami. Oh my god. What a ride. Fuck. Belmont Gravity. Anyways, well that's super interesting. Yeah, no, I mean, it's super interesting, Dot. So you like Haunted Castle? Is it just like the... I can only imagine it's because of how like brutal it is. can only imagine. I'm like, that's the dot I know. It's because it's so goofy. It is goofy. Actually, you know what? Actually, here, just one sec. I can vouch for this because I played Haunted Castle when I was doing the quarter feed run earlier this year, and I know I can pull up the clip of me like losing my shit when the boulder, like the first boulder drops in that game, because it makes the most cartoonish bonk sound I've ever heard in a video game, and I died. I fucking died. The boulder, yes. I think I said the same goddamn thing at the time. Surely it's in here. It's probably under retro. 10 months ago. Is it? Yep, found it almost immediately. Like, here, just listen. I'm not gonna like load up the clip, but just like listen to it. Oh. Here, just one sec. It wasn't going through the right sound feed. Listen to this boulder. I don't know if that's audible enough. Here, I'm gonna turn that up so you can all be graced by this boulder. What? Bonk dot wave. Oh my god. Bakari. So I haven't been so active, things have been a mess. Hey, no worries, no pressure. Blessing of the boulder. And I lose my shit listening to that fucking boulder. There, it's in the chat. Everyone that wants to hit the clip. It is very funny. I mean, that alone should have kept me going, but I was playing the worst version, which apparently, like, you can take 3 hits. Was it Nintendo in the Activision Blizzard category? Derailing. We're over here like on like bonk.wave, and Liz is still like, God damn it, what is wrong with this person? Which is fair. Oh my god. Oh god. I can't move past this. This is fair. Liz is just like, what's wrong with this person? Why are they like this? Oh god. But no, maybe I'll have to give maybe because of Dot, I'll have to give Haunted Castle another try. I don't know. Even when I switched from the like not bad version, like I could feel in my bones it was hurting me. It was doing something, and I was like, I feel appendicitis coming on. But I did want to play Vampire Killer because I think Vampire Killer is an interesting premise. I didn't know about Vampire Killer until like I don't know, just a few years ago, the other year. I don't know when I learned about Vampire Killer. It might have been during the Haunted Castle stream now that I think about it. Because like I didn't realize that it was different. It's like the first Metroidvania one. Oh fuck. Ah jeez. That was messy, but whatever. Surely there was one last person worldwide whose favorite developer is EA. Is EA even a thing still? I'm so out of it. We're talking about the, yeah, MSX2 game, yes. Yes, that one. Cause it's like a Metroidvania. It's like kind of the first Metroidvania, and it's like, what? Are you kidding me? And then I was like, oh, that's super interesting. I mean, maybe I'm like giving it a little bit more credit than I should, but Kinda is. Yeah. It could show me in his brain. It's cool. We're even now. You see him? He did a wall kick. Yeah. Definitely man was doing parkour. I know there'd be chicken in these walls, but I don't remember which walls. It's been a while. Okay, bye. I forget it for this one if there's like something here. I don't remember how this one works. Is there one here? I don't remember. Is there a secret here? This is like where I'm having donut brain. There's gaps in my knowledge. I think that I saw someone remake Castlevania 2 in the style of Castlevania Chronicles. Yeah, I feel like there's been at least one or two, like, mods of Castlevania 2 I've seen that have, like, tweaked it to make the game better. Which, it's really anything. Fuck the stairs. We jump, we hurt our knees here. But yeah, no. Give me a Castlevania 2 with a ball. Yes, there we go. That's the only change. That's the only change is they add that sound every time Simon gets hit. And it would be a better game. It would just be definitively a better version of Castlevania 2. There you go. Yeah, Castlevania 2, a Hanna-Barbera edition. Oh, fuck. God damn. Anyways, but, oops. Didn't actually mean to do that, but you know what, it's okay. Oops. Oh my god, I have no health. Shit. I should probably not die. I'm gonna just not.
Let's go, baby! It's Mormon time!
Uh-oh. Let's get away from that. I don't like where that's going. Fernax was good modern, taking Castlevania 2, Zelda 2 mashup, Blessing Ritual and Light, adding a new classic mode. I enjoyed its classic mode. I really like Curse of the Moon, the Curse of the Moon games. I think they're like really good, but for just like a thrown in mode, like, Bloodstained kind of went above and beyond, honestly. Like, I'm shocked that they just threw that mode in. I'm like, this is free. Oh, fuck. I wasn't confident. Been a minute. I'm scared. I have no health. I'm gonna spend it all so when I get to the boss I have nothing. Nothing but regret. Regretting a single knife so I can just stab myself. I was meaning to, but alright. It's all looking good, team. Oh. Alright, yeah, that doesn't work on those guys. Blech. Fuck, right, it's short. It's short and I also jumped. Woo! Great. Oh, this is not going great. I don't know. I'm like, is this run going to go worse than my, like appendicitis run? It wasn't appendicitis, thankfully. Actually, that happened to my ex. They were playing Final Fantasy 14, and they were in the middle of a raid, and they had appendicitis. It's fucked up. Literally had to talk him out of, I had to talk him down so he wouldn't keep, oh my god. Ah, jeez, this is not looking good. See, I don't really want to go down there, but also I like chicken. Here we are, we're down here. Yeah, not good. It's a bad place to die. I don't think I've ever actually done this section where I'm out of usually I at least take out the mummy boss. Ugh. This run's going awful. Ugh. Fuck. Well, I guess that's a good thing. I could probably just walk through them, couldn't I? Oh, jeez. Is there a safe spot for this boss? I think there is. But... yeah. Ugh. This is painful. Alright, so let me think. I want food, but I also want a safe spot. Oh, okay. We may at work. Yeah, 14 raids of serious business, judging by how I've seen my friends treat those. But yes, if you have appendicitis, like, it wasn't even just the raid. It was the fact that they were like, another team came in. They're like, we could use an extra person. They're like, I'm good. They were in fact not good. Like amazing tenacity, but also, baby, please, yeah. I'm glad y'all convinced him not to go to the hospital. Probably saved his life, honestly. Oh, shit. Yeah, give me some of that. Okay, take the hit. I didn't like it. I mean, felt weird. Oh, Belmont gravity. Ugh. But, what was I gonna say? Never learned to swim, it's true. Which is probably for the best, given it's a Konami game. I'm just picturing, like, the swimming section from the Ninja Turtles game now. Shit, was that Konami or was that like... I know Konami did the beat 'em ups. Did they do the other one too? It was? Okay. I was like... yeah. I was like, I had a moment where I was like, oh, did they do that or didn't they? I was pretty sure they did. Yeah. Ultra Games, right. Here we are. This is our life. That was really close, but... There we go. Yeah. Give. All right. Back on track. Yeah. Oh, to be a tiny person dropped by a bird. One of my many dreams. Oh my god, I had a dream last night. I was telling White about it. White, is my dream stream appropriate? Can I tell everybody my dream that I had last night? Yes, okay. So I had a dream last night. That's always a good start. I had a dream last night, okay. It probably need, I don't know how much context it needs. I had a dream I was back in high school and me and one of my close friends, basically one of my oldest friends that, well, we were basically from grade, like, primary to grade 12 together. But anyways, we were in class together and it was like, I think it was social studies or whatever. And anyways, the teacher put a box on the table and, like put a box on the table. And of course this is like social studies class or whatever. And we're like, I don't even know if I mentioned that part to White. Anyways, so anyways, box on the table, opens the box, a hawk flies out. A hawk flies out and claws on my friend's eyes. And I'm like, oh my god. So anyway, and their eyes fell out. I had to pick up their eyes. And I'm like, the teacher was like, oh god, you gotta take them to the nurse. So I was like, hey Khalifa, you gotta take them to the nurse. So I'm like, okay. Actually, Zeno knows who I'm talking about too, because I told the story to them earlier today. You gotta take them to the nurse, and I'm like, okay. And like, I kind of, they like, you know, I help them along and I have their eyes in my hand and I'm like, come on, we gotta get you to the nurse. This is your responsibility now. Exactly, we gotta get you to the nurse. And anyways, we got there and it was like, you know, the halls were busy and it was hard to get there. And I dropped the eyes at one point. I'm like, and they're like, what was that? And I'm like, nothing. And like brushing them off my shirt. And so like, anyways, we get to the nurse's office and it turns out that they're like, oh, because it's like lunch. And so they're like, yeah, you have to go over to like administration. And anyways, we go over to administration and I forget. Also, hey Subium, how you doing? I forget what happened. They were able to fix his eyes though. They were able to fix his eyes. Still looked a little weird. He had like a double eye patch going on, but the eyes are probably fine. Turns out if they pop out, you can just put them back in. But anyways, I don't know why I dreamed that. Actually, I know exactly why I dreamed that. It was because I was looking at squid. I talked to that friend earlier that day. I saw a video in the afternoon about a hawk being rehabilitated and released into the wild. And I also was looking at squid eyes right before I fell asleep. So I suspect those are probably the contributing factors as to what made me dream that. Anyways, there's not. Oh, also we got the rest of the day off, which was awesome. So that was my dream.